Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cole. In today's video, we are looking at 10 accessories to go with your LEGO Speed Champions car sets and MOCs. Now previously, I made a video where I looked at 5 upgrades for your Speed Champions sets and MOCs, and a lot of you guys liked that video, so I thought today we would do a similar video, but we would go with some accessories to go with your cars. So I should mention that my friend Custom Creations has already made 2 excellent videos just like this, so if you want to see more accessories, I highly recommend you go check that out. So I guess we'll just get started here. Some of these are very small, some of these are kind of big accessories to go with your cars, so let's just begin with the first one, which is probably not the first thing that comes to mind when you think of cars. But as you can see here, we have some barbecues and a picnic table. Now, I know cars and barbecues, it's probably not the first thing you think of when you think of one or the other. But I think it is kind of cool. You have all your cars, you kind of have like a barbecue party thing going on, and you have all your minifigure friends there. As you can see here, we have like a pizza oven style one, and then we have a standard style one. There's one just hanging around from an old LEGO Friends set. We have this nice little cooler here, and we have a picnic table. And so yeah, these are all pretty simple builds. Again, this is not immediately car related, but I think it's kind of a cool thing to have around with your cars. Next up, we have the mini garage. Now, as you guys know from a lot of my videos, I've worked on this large garage, which is really cool, but it takes a lot of parts to build one. So if you don't have all the parts to build one, you could build this mini garage, which basically works either as like a little garage to put your cars in, or a very nice place to display a car. As you can see, this guy has HKS GTR inside the garage here, and it looks really cool. It also looks really nice up on the shelf as a display piece, or just like a display kind of thing around the GTR. And so yeah, it's really simple, basically just some plates, and then you have some wall pieces, you have a door frame, you have this little toolbox there, a lamp on the wall, and that's literally it. And it looks really good. And if you want to see more diorama stuff like this, then I highly recommend you go check out the Hachiroku24 channel. Most of you guys probably already watch him, but if you don't, I highly recommend you go check that out. Next up, we have some toolboxes. Now, obviously, toolboxes go pretty well with cars because, you know, you need tools to fix your cars, to modify your cars, stuff like that. So we have various designs here. We have this kind of design that's very good at taking up space. It's very simple. Basically, you just use some bricks, you use some plates with rail, and you have some tiles. And then basically, you know, you can just stack these up. You can make them really wide, you make them really tall, and you can do all kinds of stuff with them. And they're really good if you want to just take up like a whole wall of a garage with some extra detail. Then we have some more detailed ones that hold tools and just kind of various different designs. They all look pretty cool. And obviously, you have the toolbox piece, which is a really cool one to have around. Then we have this one, which is not so much a toolbox, but just like a little storage drawer cabinet, but it's using jumper plates and tiles to get this kind of very interesting, to get this design where it looks like some of the drawers have been pulled out of the cabinet, and I think it looks really cool. It just sits on a table here, and here, here you can see how it goes together. Then we have this engine lift. Now this one's kind of an unusual design. This one I thought I'd try something different and not look at any real ones, just think, well, if I was going to build something to lift the engine out of a car, what would it look like? How would it be designed? So I came with this. It looks a little bit weird, but it works actually. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. It has the really kind of weird design with Star Wars blasters on the bottom for like feet, I guess, and so it looks a bit strange. Perhaps you should just go build your own version because this one doesn't look so great, but it's an idea, I guess. Hopefully it inspires you to build your own one that's better than this. And also, here's a little engine. This is the V12 design from the McLaren F1 GTR I built a little while back. Really simple design, but it's pretty cool. And you can kind of lift it in and out of cars with the engine lift. Next up, we have another thing that's, again, not immediately related to cars, but I think just kind of a cool thing to have around, which is golf carts. Now, I drove a golf cart once in real life. I wasn't very good at driving it. Now, someone on Instagram challenged me to build this golf range cart, and so here it is. It's missing some things on the sides to protect the driver from golf balls that are being swung at him while he's out in the driving range collecting the golf balls that have been shot. But I think it's a really cool little design. Seats one minifigure, you have a little bed in the back to fit all the golf balls in, and it even opens up and you have a little engine underneath. We have a more standard golf cart one, which is again really simple and a little bit wacky looking, but I think it's kind of cool. And we have a more sporty looking blue one, and these are just kind of cool to have around the garage. You can kind of use them to haul stuff around and things. And here's a quick tutorial on how these three go together. Next up, we have some cameras. Now, cameras are one thing that goes very well with cars. So you can take photos of cars and you can take videos of cars. So we have various types. We have a just kind of standard, like, normal camera, you know, it works as a camera. It can also function as a vlog camera. Then we have one with a big lens on the end if some of your minifigures are car photographers. Then we have one with a flash. So maybe if you have minifigures that are part of the press and they hang around the F1 paddock or something like that, you can take pictures of the F1 drivers entering, or something like that. Then we have the GoPro on a little stick here, which looks kind of cool. Basically, just a 1x1 tile. Then we have this thing, which is basically a larger, like, mount thing for the GoPro. If you follow some car pages on Instagram like I do, you'll notice that this new video style has become kind of popular, where you stick a 360-degree filming camera on the back of a car. And this is basically what that setup looks like, and I think it's kind of cool. So we have a GoPro here. We also have an Insta360 camera with this little piece right here, which is a new kind of camera that's becoming kind of popular these days. Then we have these car lifts. This is also a pretty simple design. Uses a couple interesting bar pieces, pretty easy to put together, and then you can lift up a car on it. It doesn't really work as a functional lift, but it's more just like a lift that looks good, and then obviously you can put up a car on it and it'll hold it up pretty well. And yeah, just kind of fun to mess around with. As you can see here, here's how it goes together. And also, if you prefer more of a storage kind of car lift, I made a video a little while back showing how to build that, so I'll link to that down below. Now, the next two accessories kind of go together. We have a jack, which is really simple design to lift up your car when it's broken, and then we have a creeper, which you can use to slide under the car, although perhaps the creeper actually works better with the lift, because the jack, maybe you don't trust the jack while you're under the car. But either way, the jack is kind of a cool accessory because the car actually looks like it has broken down or something when you have it under the car. And the creeper, like I said, works better with the lift, but it's kind of cool to have. Next, for our last idea, we have a go-kart. There's some really cool go-karts out there. They're all really expensive. So here's a nice one for your minifigures. As you can see, it's kind of silly looking, very race car looking. We have lots of spoilers, aggressive kind of yoke steering wheel, some big wheels in the back. It's kind of a really cool design. Here's how it goes together. Then we have one extra idea, which didn't turn out how I planned, and so this is why it's an extra idea, which is a drive-through. And as you can see, it looks kind of horrible. But if you make a good-looking one, this could be a really cool idea, because obviously you can have your cars going through the drive-through, the fast food restaurant, in and out, or something like that. Obviously, you guys can probably all make one that's better than this. I've never attempted building one before, so maybe I'll try and make a better one in the future. But yeah, this is just kind of an extra idea. And so, guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, kind of a different video. Let me know if you guys like to see more videos like this, or maybe just more mock videos, or whatever kind of videos you like to see. So, like I said, that is it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.